Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Munce Report. Well, another Melbourne Cup run and won, and we head into another big weekend of racing for the Munce racing team this weekend. Welcome, mate. No cigar on the cup. Your tip incentivised, ran a brave second, albeit, but you nearly tipped us into the trifecta. You had everything but the winner, second, third, and fourth.
Yeah, no, we were close. We were pretty close, Adam. It was just one of those races where you could easily have made an excuse for Very Elegant, but then you could easily find a reason why she couldn't win too. So, but it was a terrific win. She certainly showed she was the dominant staying mare in Australia, or the stayer in Australia, and won accordingly. It was a terrific win.
Yeah, she was travelling on the turn, wasn't she? And then just really let down strongly. So well done to anyone that backed Very Elegant. And we move on to another big weekend of racing. I guess closer to home, you welcomed a new purchase into the stable this week, Heroic Valor Balancourt colt from the English Ready to Race sale. How's he settling into the stable and the swing of things in Queensland?
Oh, he's a beauty. He's a pretty laid-back fella, which is pleasant to see for a breeze-up horse. He's been well educated and well handled in Melbourne, and he's come up here very fit and healthy. And he's been here a week now, and I've ridden him quite a few times myself and been happy with the way he's moved around the track, particularly our way of going. And he's settled in like he's been here all the time. So he's got a lot of positives around him.
Yeah, I've got a bit of vision here of him working around earlier on in the week at Eagle Farm. And what are your plans with him? Obviously, some of these horses, they have these breeze-up preparations and may, need a spell. But what are you thinking with him, just based on what you've seen so far?
No, well, he's pretty bright and bouncy. He had 6 weeks from when he actually breezed up. He had 6 weeks in the stable, just basically, as they say, shooting the breeze, just going for swims and working behind a trotting apparatus, I've been told, just to keep his muscle tone and definition there and make sure he was healthy. So he hasn't actually spelled, but he hasn't actually been out of work either. So we'll just press on with him. He's had no barrier education yet, which is what we'll have to probably concentrate on at the moment. But I think with his attitude, he'll pick that up quite quickly. So I'm very happy just to move on with him and proceed with him as if he was just back from a spell.
Yeah, very good. Well, I know there's already been some interest in him from new and existing owners. So if anyone is interested in finding out more information about him, you can email admin@munceracing.com.au or check out the horses available on the Munce Racing webpage. You can see his breeze up there. He's pretty impressive in his breeze up during the sales.
He was. No, he ran very smart time and he did it comfortably with his ears pricked. So as I said, from what I'm feeling when I ride him, he should run as a 2-year-old. And, we're looking forward to getting him to the jump outs and trials in the coming weeks.
Very good. We'll keep an eye out for him and his progress. On the runners front this weekend, you've got a big team stepping out right across the weekend. So let's get into the preview. Friday night at the Sunshine Coast, Military Men makes his debut for the stable in the maiden handicap over 1,400 metres. He ran fourth in a recent trial, which was his first official trial for you since joining the stable. What are you expecting from him here?
I think he's quite a nice horse. He's still got, in my opinion, to develop a little bit maturity-wise, but I do feel he's going to be best when he gets out over a trip. So his trial was extremely good the other day in a race where he was back. He was well back, but made good ground. I think up here, Caloundra is going to suit him. The 1,400 is going to suit him. So I still do believe he's going to race very well for us fresh.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on his run first up for the stable. We then move over to the ultra-consistent Vital Source, who lines up in a Class 2 handicap over the 1,400 metres. She hasn't missed a place in 4 runs this preparation and was a close-up third at Ipswich last start at midweek metropolitan level. So this race, you'd think, would be a nice option for her.
I just can't believe this mare, how she just sustained her form for so long. She's been racing very well for a long period of time, and she hasn't shown me any signs that that's altered. So I think Caloundra suits. Larry Cassidy rides her very well. She had no luck the other day at Ipswich on a tight little track, but was, arguably should have won the race. So I'd expect her to be very competitive there on Friday night.
Yeah, well, she performs at the Sunshine Coast, doesn't she? So no doubt she'll be storming home at the business end. Outback Gladiator, he's the final runner on the program in a benchmark 62 over the 1,800 metres. He's another one who's been racing consistently, hasn't he? He's run 2 seconds at the track and trip this preparation, including a narrow defeat last start over the track and trip.
Yeah, well, he's due. He's due for a win, and he's consistent. His consistency certainly says that he's probably due to win a race very soon. So I'm hoping that this is the right race. He was very unlucky the other day. He was getting home quite hard. So look, he hasn't faltered. He's held his form quite well, and he'll get his turn soon enough.
Very good. Well, they're the 3 runners heading to the Sunshine Coast Friday night. Saturday at Eagle Farm, a bit of excitement around the 2-year-old debutant here, Swanito, who kicks off his career for the DeVries family in her cutest 2-year-old handicap over the 1,000 metres. Jimmy Orman to ride from barrier 9, and he was aboard in the recent trial win last week.
Yeah, well, he's a nice horse. He's a gelding. He's been gelded early, and he's quite a nice horse. Where he gets to from the barrier, I'm going to have to leave that up to Jimmy because, as we mentioned before on this track, bad barriers are the bane of all evil there at Eagle Farm from the 1,000 metre shoot. So where he gets to, I don't know. I'm going to have to leave that up to Jimmy, but he's done very well, this horse. He's a natural little galloper, tough as nails, and I think that, if he has any luck at all, he'll be very hard to beat.
He's a Whittington 2-year-old out of Brookton Forever, and I guess shows that Whittington bit of early speed there.
Yeah, definitely. And as I said, he's been in work now. We sort of didn't know whether we'd get him to the races or not early in his prep, but from the minute he come into the stable, I said to his owner, Mr. DeVries, that he's probably the best horse that he's given me to train. So hopefully the horse can prove I'm right there on Saturday. But he's just a good, tough little galloper who, he's still got a long way to go. But I think just, a day at the races on Saturday is what he's ready for and what he's looking for.
Very good. Well, good luck to the DeVries family ahead of what's an exciting time ahead of his debut. We then move over to last start winner Centrefire, who's the final runner on the program in a benchmark 85 over the 1,200 metres. She's drawn well, barrier 3 for Larry Cassidy once again, and I guess same track and trip as her impressive last start win.
Yeah, well, I'd accepted with Centrefire in 2 races, the 1,000 metre and the 1,200 metre race, but I just felt that with a small field of the 1,000 metre race and the barrier she'd drawn and Golan's also drawn inside, I didn't think she was going to get the right map to give her a winning chance. So when she drew barrier 3 in the 1,200, I just felt that there was a lot better map for her. The chances have drawn out wide there and they're going to need a fair bit of luck. So hence the reason we've headed to the 1,200 metre race.
Sure, and I mean she's earned her crack up in grade here, hasn't she? Obviously has been consistent this preparation, raced in the Pink Ribbon Cup and now up to benchmark 85 level. So I guess a good test of where she's at.
Well, she's certainly improving. She just keeps this preparation, each run she's got that little bit better. So I think that she, as you say, she's deserved this chance, and going forward we need to get her prize money and rating up anyway.
Very good. Well, good luck to the ownership group there of Centrefire. Hopefully she can run well again for everyone. We then move over to Saturday at the Gold Coast, where Boom Sara returns in an open handicap over the 1,200 metres. It seems a bit funny, doesn't it, talking about Boom racing at the Provincials on a Saturday, where he's got 63 kilos, obviously. But just talk us through, you've mapped out a bit of a plan for him heading into the Summer Carnival, and this is an important sort of stepping stone in that race. And I guess the other aspect is it is a wet track or a softish track at the moment on the Gold Coast, so you'll be looking to the skies and see if that improves prior to race day.
Yeah, well, look, if it doesn't improve, he won't run. It's very simple. I'll just have to wait till next Saturday and run him in the Keith now. But I wanted to give him a nice gallop this weekend to give him 3 weeks to go into the recognition stakes over 1,400, which would then give us a 2-week into the mile listed race on the 10th of January, 10th of December, sorry. Is where he'll go. And they were the races that I had in mind for him at this point in time. But he needs a good gallop before he gets to the 1,400. So we'll just have to see what the weather does. If it doesn't, track doesn't clear up and dry up a bit before tomorrow, we'll probably wait.
Yeah, sure. But he trialled well last week, and obviously you're happy with where he is. So I guess for anyone wondering, there's nothing to read into him necessarily being at the Gold Coast, it's rather than Eagle Farm, or where we're usually expected to see him?
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, I wanted to give him the 3 weeks, and I didn't have a lot of options for him without going straight to the deep end. Which, as I said before, if he doesn't go around tomorrow, he's probably going to have to wait and run in the Keith now, where they're probably going to be just that shade too sharp for him.
Sure. Well, good luck to everyone there. We then move over to Sunshine Coast Sunday. 2 runners lining up here. Sakura Star, who's first up and performed nicely in a jump out on the dirt track at Eagle Farm last week.
Yeah, well, this mare just has come back, this preparation, a different mare. She's stronger. She's enjoying her work. She's eating everything I put in front of her, and she's galloping accordingly. So really looking forward to her, hoping the track at the Sunshine Coast is good for her to race on, because she does like the firmer tracks. But yeah, look, I'm really happy with where she's at this stage of her preparation. She's in good order.
Okay, well, good luck to everyone involved there, obviously in the Eureka Stud colours. We then move over to Northern Woods, who lines up here. His first 3 runs this preparation were really positive, weren't they? And then he raced a bit out of character last start. Did you put your finger on what may have happened there and what you're expecting into this run?
No, not really. I mean, he was sort of ridden up on the speed, as he normally does race that way, but as you're right, he stopped very quickly, and it was just an out-of-character run for him. So we've tinkered with a little bit of gear. He'll race in a tongue tie on Sunday. Manu will ride him again, as he's got a bit of weight to have to lump. So, I'll just be instructing Manu to ride the horse where he's comfortable. If he wants to be forward, let him be forward. But if he wants to, be settling a little bit, well, I'm happy to let the horse settle and run on as well. So it was just a run last start that was too bad to be true. So I'm hoping that, the couple of weeks between runs and ticking with the gear can help him.
Very good. Yeah, hopefully he can bounce back. And as you say, the addition of the tongue tie may help. So good luck to everyone involved there. All right, mate. Well, they're the runners for the weekend. Let's talk about the Unibet Punting League. You're tipping us into a few winners in recent weeks. So I believe you like Warning in the Queen Elizabeth, obviously the staying race on Saturday at Flemington. You think he can get the job done there. And then also Moanga with the Cox Plate form.
Yeah, well, Warning's a Derby winner and seems to race well over the 2,600 metre trip, and it's probably just stays that couple of lengths below good quality Melbourne Cup form. So it looks a nice race for him. And I thought Moanga in the Cox Plate was terrific, and obviously the Cox Plate form is there to be seen, with Very Elegant coming out and win the Melbourne Cup. So I do like Moanga. I think that he's a nice horse, and the McInnes Stakes looks a nice race for him.
Yeah, very good. Well, he was 4th in the Cox Plate. Obviously, Very Elegant was 3rd, and we know how that story ends. So, well, good luck with those tips on the weekend, mate. As always, Unibet will be offering enhanced odds on those tips for all Munce Racing owners. So check out the enhanced odds in the vault there. Okay, mate. Well, thanks for those tips, all the insights, and good luck to everyone over the weekend.
Good on you, Adam. Thanks, mate.